Hello everybody, Matt from Investor Trade. Real quick video for you tonight, just a recap on spotting divergence, spotting reversals, how markets work, and specifically we are looking at price and RSI divergence. Okay, what I'm doing, this works on all time frames, all instruments, and obviously whether that's forex, indices, individual stock shares. Very powerful actually on the German DAX. So I'm looking at the DAX here on TradingView. I'm looking at the 4-hourly time frame, and the reason I'm doing that is just because it's quite noticeable, and I like to see it on the hourly for when I'm swing trading. So what am I talking about? Here we go. This is the move back in February, March. We had a massive, huge move down. I just to let you know as well, so you highlight this area here. Change your RSI settings. The standards are either 70 and 30, and that's how it all the software I ever see. You know, all the providers will set it up so it's like that. And to give you an idea of where those should be, okay, I'll use these black lines just to show you how it's not really working in your favor. Okay. So again, if I look at that, the two black lines are the 70 and 30, you know, right there. Look how many times it goes above and below, and that's not a clear signal. On this chart, I've got 90, you know, up there, 90 and 10. So the almost the pink box is forget about it. It's chop. So I want to see anything which comes out of there. What I'll do is I'll look here in the white area. You'll see the first time it drops below and then comes back up. That was at this point on the chart. Okay. But what happened is price just came all the way down. So anybody that got stuck there long, you know, felt an awful lot of pain as the price was 10.3, came down to, you know, under 8. So big pain. So how can you avoid that and be clever? What you need to do is wait for the second drop. Okay, and the second drop came in here. So again, we had a big drop there. We got the RSI here. Okay, had a nice little bounce up there, came back down, and as it's making these lower lows, you will see that price on RSI, sorry, is making higher lows. So each time price, if I highlight this as well, you know, that's a very rough channel you've got there of RSI, and again, just very rough channel here. You'll see how price, you know, was not supporting that. So you knew that actually each higher RSI you were going to get a decent move. And what happened? It went from 8,000, you know, to the rally this summer all the way up to 13.5. So that is a huge move. Okay. That was obviously an extreme. So the reaction to get down there was extreme, and the reaction from that all the way up was obviously extreme. So if we just zoom in and look at, you know, regular occurrences, you can see these happen, you know, every few weeks. So you need it in your toolkit. You need various toolkits with trading. This is definitely one to have. So just talk you through. We had head and shoulders pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Price broke down, bounced up. A lot of people refer to this as dead cat bounce, and then comes down. Now on this one, okay, people would have been calling in Elliott wave terms maybe an ABC down. So one up, and at this point you don't know if it's going up or down. So a lot of people will gamble and come in at 61.8 to 78.6. But actually what will happen, price keeps going down, people turn bearish and think, oh my, it's now a 5-wave move, it's becoming impulsive, the market's going to keep dropping. But what happens is you look at down here, you look at this RSI, high low coming in here, but the price making a lower low, and then all of a sudden you've got this clear divergence, okay? It doesn't match up. There's an imbalance there. They're not supporting each other. So there's going to be a reaction. The underlying strength, obviously the RSI, the indicator there, is saying we're going to go up. Okay, we're going up. Price is saying, oh, we're going down. One of them's wrong. We go with the RSI, and then you get in, you know, when it's down here as low as possible. You know, 11.6, and then obviously we know it went up to 13.5. So that's a really, really nice trade. Here again, you kind of got to, you know, again, worth noting, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, drop. So we've got a head and shoulders pattern, comes down, price goes up, dead cat bounce, comes down, take out all the stop losses, and then bang, up we go. So it's always better after you've had a big drop to wait for the second attempt, okay? So second attempt down, same as all the other examples, and then down we go as well. Okay, bringing it this way just to bring it up to date so you can see what we're looking at. This was last week. You know, it was barely moving higher. There were clues here because this is moving average 200 on the hourly 4, and you can see price isn't really going anywhere. Again, just to obviously have a quick look at it, you could argue that's a left shoulder, head, a right shoulder. Price comes up, bang, drops. Okay, so exactly the same as what's happened before. You know, markets do repeat themselves, cycles, patterns. Price comes down, and again, you know, remember these. Get a nice dropper, nice bounce up, maybe dead cat bounce. We're in a bear flag at the moment, looking for that to break. We expect that to break and come down very quickly to sort of 370-ish, 400 area. Here we're looking at the RSI divergence, so we've already got the low in the extreme area again, so it's white on my chart. You can color it however you want. So it's white on my chart. RSI is going up, but price is not supporting that. So what we need to see to find chance of a reversal, we want to see price come down, make a lower low, RSI higher low, and again it can be anywhere really, as long as there's clear divergence. Then what we'll see, drop and go again in our opinion. So that's what we're looking at. It does work on all markets or terminals. Just make sure you get your settings right. So if you're currently sat there, check your RSI. It's one of the best tools you've got. Don't use 70 and 30. Change it probably 85 and 15 on smaller time frames. Okay, so I'll probably say minute 1, minute 5, minute 15, minute 30, hourly 1 should be fine. If you want the real extreme moves and the big swing trades, hourly 4, daily, obviously weekly. You know, if you're long-term hold investor, then use a weekly as well. So that's where we are. So just remember, just a real quick recap. The divergence we talk about is obviously price goes one way and RSI goes the other way. You know, and it works both ways. You just start training your eyes, getting used to it. Go back through, you know, practice yourself. Here as well, you know, we've got the RSI at this point. Price went up, but RSI say no. This market is getting weaker, and lo and behold, we went from 13,100 to 12,600, and it's a 500 pip drop. And again, you can just see that. So you know, RSI is getting weaker at this point. It gives you your entry as well. So RSI is getting weaker, but price is going up. So one of them is wrong, and I prefer to go with the RSI. You know, people talk about manipulation, all the rest of it. Very interesting. If you look at the peak of this, it seems to be previous support there. Okay, so very, very interesting. You can use the two of those. Again, you could say on here, this is another chart pattern. If you're playing along at home, then tell me what it is before I say it. But again, that, if you haven't said already, that's an inverted head and shoulders. So you've got the shoulder there, head there. Price came up, so there's lots of clues there. So if you can spot that, and the way you would do it is obviously once you've got that and price carries on going up, you kind of draw a line across here for the neck, for the shoulder line, move it back up, and then yeah, you've got your pattern there. But again, when you're tying that in, you're tying these in, you're thinking, right, well, it's coming up to the neckline of the pattern. I've also come up to this, what was support, now resistance potentially, and underneath you've got your RSI, which is getting weaker. Right, I've got 3 signals, I'm in. 500 pips, even if it's £2 a pip, it's at £1,000, and that was from 12th of August 21st. So 10 days, really low risk, £2 a point, and you're making decent money. So hope you enjoy the video. Please subscribe, share it, like, and if there's any questions or another video you'd like me to do, please comment. Thank you.